Every year, thousands of men fall victim to troglodyte syndrome. Symptoms include Dorito-stained fingers, Fortnite marathons, and looking like this. But it doesn't have to be that way. With just 2 sprays a day of alpha fragrances, you can stop the regression and unlock your true Chad form. Don't be a cave goblin, be a conqueror. Hey friends, Ash here, welcome back to Gents. Hope that you're doing well. Today, 15 different alpha fragrances that will command attention in any room. All of these are linked in the description below. Let's jump straight into it with this one right here, Bulgari Man in Black. Now this is the original Man in Black, not the newer edition. That one not quite as strong, not as much push, even though it's technically a higher concentration. Nah, with Man in Black, you probably want to go for the original because you can still find it easily, it has great performance, and it will get you noticed. It has similarities to the original Spice Bomb by Victor and Rolf, only this one has a little extra something. It's got a nice boozy aspect in there that gives it more warmth, more sweetness, and also makes the fragrance a little bit smoother and better rounded, less aggressive off the top, but still having that great performance like I mentioned before. This is one of the ultimate masculine fragrances. For fall and winter time, it is perfect, a great evening scent, but you can also pull it off during the day as long as you don't spray it on too heavy. It has just about everything you want in an alpha fragrance. I mean, look at these notes. It's got everything. Tobacco, yes. Spices, yes. Booze, yes. Leather, yes. So Man in Black by Bulgari, this one is pretty much a must own, and it's one of the few fragrances out of my extremely stupidly oversized collection that I have 2 bottles of. I have a smaller one and a comically oversized one for some reason. I'm not even sure why I do have 2 bottles actually. The next fragrance comes to us from Azzaro, and it is none other than Forever Wanted Elixir. Another fragrance that features leather prominently along with raspberry off the top, which gives it a very interesting and unique opening. As it dries down as lavender, it has cardamom, some woody notes as well. Great performance, once again, more of a fall and wintertime scent, which a lot of these are, or pretty much all of them are, since we're heading into fall as of when I'm filming this video. This one to me is almost the perfect leather designer fragrance because it's not the type of leather that's just like buried underneath a ton of other things where they say, oh, there's leather in there. Well, not really. You can actually smell the leather, but it is kept more wearable. It doesn't go animalic, it doesn't go funky, and that bit of sweetness that you get with a touch of tartness from the raspberry when you first spray it on gives it a very unique scent profile. So in the opening, people will love it right away. It's not that type of fragrance where you spray it on and you have to go, it gets good. Just give it 30, 40 minutes. It'll get good eventually, trust me. No, it's good right away into the dry down as well. Bros. The next one is for the gentlemen out there, okay? This is more middle-aged and older. These 2, I think pretty much anybody could pull it off if they really like the fragrance, but the next one, definitely a little more sophisticated. It is from Dior, and it's Eau Sauvage Parfum. Now they did reformulate this one in 2017, and that version smells quite similar to this one, but between the 2, I'm gonna take this one if I can find it, the original version, which you can tell pretty easily just from the front. So this version, all blacked out, the reformed version as you see right there. And for this fragrance, honestly, we need to call a doctor because it's sick. I love using that. Strong, powerful, pungent, aromatic, classy, with a really nice resinous undertone that does not lean hardcore sweet. So you have a good dose of vetiver in here, some citrus, and a lot of myrrh. And when it comes to those resinous notes, a lot of times you think, ah, sweet, 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 like amber, right? Like almost candied to an extent. Not this one. This one is deep, it is rich, it is full, and it gives you just the right type of balsamic sweetness here, just a little bit that helps it cut through the cold, helps warm you up a little bit when you spray it on. But as I said, this keeps things very classy. Even has like a faint, almost licorice kind of aspect in the background when you smell it. Let's get back into very easy to wear territory with this Myself Le Parfum. Obviously taking that original Myself styling, that clean orange blossom, and then making it darker, making it richer, making it have more texture, more going on, better performance, better projection, better pizza, Papa John's. Myself Le Parfum. This is a guaranteed compliment puller. It's that kind of fragrance that you can wear pretty much anywhere as long as the weather outside is a little bit cool. We're talking you can wear this to the office, you can wear this on dates, you can wear this on errands, you can wear it to the grocery store, you can wear it to your local ramen shop. Gotta get the ramen, so good. Or you can wear it on a date, and as long as we're talking food, you can wear it to the Cheesecake Factory and put yourself on 2 pounds of fat because have you seen the calorie counts there? Holy God. Myself, Le Parfum, you can wear this anywhere. The next one is a must-own fragrance, period, in my opinion. But before we get to that one, I want to give you guys the updated codes. The JOMASHOP codes, as you see there, changing like everything in time and space, always changing. And they only work within the JOMASHOP app, so be aware of that and use those codes anytime you shop there. Then I've also got codes for FragFlex, for the perfume box, for Gift Express, and even Lucky Scent. So use those codes anytime you shop at those stores, save yourself a little extra cash. The next fragrance comes to us from Afnan, and it is Supremacy Collector's Edition. Look at that bottle, it looks cool, man. It looks like stone splattered with paint. So rad. It does look kind of cool anyway. So this one obviously a clone fragrance since it's from Afnan, and the fragrance it is cloning is Absolute Aventus. And for the price point, this stuff is awesome. It is so good in terms of quality, performance, versatility for the price point that you pay, especially considering what Creed fragrances go for nowadays. They've always been pricey, but like now they're pricey, if that makes sense. Like it just keeps going. Obviously there are a ton of clones of Absolute Aventus out there. I think just about every brand on earth, as far as the Middle Eastern brands, has at least one, if not two. But most people will agree if this isn't the absolute best one, it's right there towards the top. Let's get a little weird with the next one, Yope. Ugh. Sometimes I have that visceral reaction with the original Yope. It's just like cough syrup cranked up to 15. Like I can almost imagine being a small child again and having just the jankiest cough syrup on earth and my grandparents being like, take this, you'll feel better. And then just wanting to hurl, essentially just grotesque. And then I smell Yope and it's like, I'm wearing it now. Ugh. But this isn't the normal Yope. No, this is the Eau de Parfum. Totally different. The note breakdown on this is actually pretty sick. It has vanilla, cinnamon, hazelnut, honey, heliotrope, cardamom, orange blossom, sandalwood, tonka, and more. It projects strongly, it lasts a long time, and pretty much nobody, at least in the US, is wearing this one. In terms of the scent itself, there is some similarity, like some bit of a callback to the original Yope, but thankfully changed enough that it's its own thing. It's slightly like you took Yope, and you maintained some of that syrupy sweetness, and then you turned it into a stronger with you flanker. Because it does have that sweetness, but warmed up, made more cozy, more wearable, sexy, or just higher quality overall. So gotta go with that one. Ooh, we gotta go with this one too. Gentleman Eau de Parfum from Givenchy. Now this is a different type of alpha fragrance, which is obviously the idea. Some of these are more, you know, masculine, like hardcore, manly fragrances. And then other ones are more modern, sweeter interpretations. This one is a classier type of scent profile. Iris forward, that kind of creamy iris, kind of in that wheelhouse of Dior Homme Intense, of Valentino Uomo Intense. It's in that family. Also with vanilla, Tolu balsam, and some additional spices. The stuff smells amazing. Another one that is obviously very classy, more for an evening out. Let's go next with Explorer Extreme by Mont Blanc, a newer release that will eventually, probably, knock on wood, be available at discounters for cheap. But where it's newer, it's not available for cheap yet. And this one is sort of like taking Dior Sauvage Elixir, that style, making it smoother, rounder, less aggressive, still having good performance, maybe not quite as good as Sauvage Elixir, but still good, and then giving it like a spritz of Absolute Aventus. So if a cat was Sauvage Elixir, and then for some reason you got it a haircut, but then it was doing something bad, so you sprayed it with a spray bottle, but that spray bottle was Absolute Aventus, that's Explorer Extreme. That is actually the worst analogy that I've ever come up with. Yeah. With this fragrance though, you do get that built-in versatility of those two fragrances put together. Another one that's a big time compliment puller, and another one that as time goes on and it becomes available for less at discounters and more people get their nose on it, more people will appreciate it. Since we're talking about newer fragrances that are essentially like taking other fragrances and then combining them in a sort of way to make their own new thing, the next fragrance is Aqua de Joe Elixir. And that's because Aqua de Joe Elixir smells basically like taking the Aqua de Joe DNA, you know, something like Aqua de Joe Parfum, and then mixing it with a little bit of Dior Fahrenheit. More specifically, Fahrenheit cologne, which also got compared when it came out to Aqua Fahrenheit to an extent as well. So it has that violet scent profile that those Fahrenheit fragrances have, but done in a fresher way. So it doesn't come across as petrol-y, as gasoline-like as the original Fahrenheit did, especially when that one first came out. But it has a little bit of that essence in there, you know, just kind of mingling together with that Aqua de Joe styling. And Aqua de Joe Elixir is another one of those fragrances that the more you smell it, the more you grow to appreciate it. But I am, to be fair, an Aqua de Joe fanboy, so I'm a little bit biased. I wore the original Aqua de Joe an absurd amount back in the day, like a lot. Let's go with another clone, this one from Off Non, and it is 9 p.m. Elixir. Oh, that's the second Off Non. Dang it. So yeah, another Elixir, and everybody's favorite, a clone house doing an Elixir flanker in one of their existing lines. Love it. But for real, this stuff is certified alpha. It smells similar to Le Male Elixir Absolute, kind of in that overall styling, but not the exact same. Like Elixir Absolute, it has sweetness to it. It's got vanilla in here, it has pepper as well, but it's not crazy, crazy sweet. At least not as much of that honeyed type sweetness. It has really sexy, spicy aspects to it. It has also a very slight kind of maturity to it as well. It projects, it lasts, it smells fantastic, huge attention grabber, so you can't go wrong with that. We got 5 more fragrances to go. It's speed round time. Another clone, Armaf Checkmate King, which is a clone of a Jean Paul Gaultier again. This time, Scandal Absolute, which Scandal Absolute is to me the best of the Scandal fragrances so far because it has just this really, really sexy, intoxicating, sort of cozy, gourmand feel to it. And this one for the price will get you extremely close to that vibe, that sort of plum meets chestnut with sandalwood undertone. Absolutely perfect. The next one is yet another clone. There's 2 more to go that are clones and 2 more designers. This one is Solario Elysium by Dumont, and this one's a little interesting because it's a clone of an Ormond Jane, which you don't really see very often coming out of all the Middle Eastern clone brands. And the fragrance it smells most similar to from Ormond Jane is Montebaco. Not to be confused with Montebaco Verano, completely different. The original Montebaco is very woody, has this sort of aroma chemical smell to it, but in a really appealing way. It has a fresh juniper opening, it has cedar as it dries down, it's got a tobacco note in there as well. This stuff is not necessarily fall and winter time only. Like I think you can wear this spring, fall, winter, day or night. You could even pull it off like summer evenings potentially as well. In typical Dumont fashion, amazing performance. The quality here really, really high. Like if you enjoy Ormond Jane fragrances in general, then you'll probably love this. Had to include a Stronger With You, so here it is. Stronger With You, absolutely. This is my favorite in the Stronger With You lineup. Lasts forever, of course, which really most of the line does, so it's not really like specific to this one or anything, but still. It has that glazed chestnut kind of sweetness that the line is really well known for. Also has a golden rum, so a nice booziness as well. It's a nice balance of aromatics, warmth, and sweetness, along with a cozy kind of feel to it. Not quite as like saccharine sweet as Stronger With You Intensely is. So it comes across slightly more mature, slightly more elevated to me than Intensely. But if you're just looking for like the biggest, like loudest one, you probably want to go with Intensely over this one. Hayden is the next one up. This one is part of the Equestrian series, or an Equestrian series by French Avenue. And this is kind of an obvious dupe of Halton by Parfums de Marly. This one is a little bit less rugged, slightly more polished, a little fresher than Halton. So it's not like a direct one-to-one, but it's still very, very close. To me, it tries to keep things a little bit more wearable and doesn't go quite as bold and dark as Halton can. But still, of all the different clones out there of PDM's Halton, this is one of the absolute best easily. And just like that fragrance, it will make a statement. And the final one is this Amen Phantasm by Mugler, which hopefully they keep this line going because it died for a number of years before being resuscitated like a lich bringing zombies back from the dead earth. Or more like somebody at the brand went, I think we could maybe bring that back and make money doing it, so let's try that. That's probably more realistically what happened now that I think about it. And this one smells a little similar to Pure Tonka, another Mugler fragrance, discontinued Mugler fragrance, but it's in that style. So it gives you this great mix of sweetness with a real punch to it, you know, this patchouli that comes across. And the way the patchouli comes across is not overly earthy, but more like a chocolatey, dense, rich patchouli. And thankfully, like many of the Mugler fragrances from the past, it sticks around and projects really well, which will help fill up a room. So there we go, guys, 15 alpha fragrances right here. If you're ever looking for something that can help fill up a room, can help get you noticed, these can. I wanna thank you guys for hanging with me here until the end. Let me know in the comments what you feel like is your go-to alpha fragrance, if there is such a thing. Thank you guys for hanging with me. Stay safe out there, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you guys.